Hello fam, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Gymshark haul video. These are always my favorite videos to film, and especially this one because we are officially 1 week away from Gymshark's biggest sale of the year, the Black Friday sale. I feel like Gymshark really popped off this year with all their collections, so I'm really excited that the website is just loaded with so much good stuff and you're gonna be able to get so many good deals. This year, the sale will be going live November 16th at 8 a.m. PST and 11 a.m. EST. You're gonna wanna set your calendars, set your alarms so you can make sure you get first pick of all the good sale stuff. And one thing I really recommend doing during this time is downloading the Gymshark app so you can create a wish list. So before the sale even goes live, you can go pick out all the pieces you want to get, and there's like a little heart icon, so you can heart everything you want to get, and then it'll be moved to a wish list folder. And then from your wish list, you can add everything straight to your cart. That way your checkout is just super smooth, super fast, and you have the best chance of getting everything you want. If there's some things that you really have your heart set on, I would do it that way. That way you don't risk things selling out. And once you reach I think it's $75, you get free shipping. So if you needed to make like a couple orders, you can always do that. I'm usually always guilty of that. And as always, make sure you use code Alli10 at checkout. It'll save you 10% and support your girl and Pookie Grizzly Stitch Elijah. You can barely see her over here, but I do have my lovely assistant Pookie here joining me today. Ow! Pookie, don't bite. All right, guys, get comfy, grab a drink, and let's get into it, shall we? Okay, we're kind of switching things up this video. If you've watched my previous hauls, I don't usually have the rack in here to show you guys, but I really want this video to be as informative and just like answer any questions and really help you guys out going into the sale. Because one thing about Gymshark is there is a lot of collections, a lot of different fabrics, things feel different, fit different. So I really just wanted to make this as informative as possible. Honestly, I feel like a teacher right now, and this is like my whiteboard, and I'm But we are starting off with the Adapt collection, the Adapt family, if you will. So in the Adapt collection, we have Adapt Animal, Adapt Camo, and Adapt Fleck. I'm gonna try on an outfit from each of these so you guys can see how they look on. But in terms of sizing for this collection, this all fits very similar. This is gonna be your collection if you want something very compressive, very squat proof, very sweat proof. One thing I will say about this collection is a lot of the feedback I get on this is that people have to size up. Since this collection is just so compressive, it does make sense that you might want to size up in this one. Starting off with the Adapt Animal, I will say out of all the Adapt, this one is definitely the tightest. This is a size small in both of these, and I 100% could be wearing a medium in these leggings and in the shorts. I actually do have these in a medium in the maroon color because for some reason this maroon color in this collection fits like even tighter than the blues. So if you are planning on getting the Adapt Animal, I do recommend sizing up a size in the bottoms, especially if you're in between. I do like the way the small fits. Just know if you stick with your normal, it is going to be a tight fit. I do think that they kind of like loosen up as you're working out and as you're moving a little bit, but like initially putting them on, it's kind of a workout. And then the sports bra, very true to size. It does come with removable pads. I did take them out. The Adapt Animal does have a scrunch in the back, which is a very, very good scrunch. I actually think this is one of Gymshark's like best scrunches. I just think it's so flattering. Completely squat proof. I do also find these sweat proof. So like I was saying, this is like the perfect leg day legging. This collection has really good colors as well. We have this really pretty teal design, this maroon one, this light blue, and then it also does come in black. I just don't have the black colorway. The collection also has these super flattering long sleeves. If you have a bigger chest, just know that these are like very minimal coverage and very minimal support, so just throwing that out there. Personally, I find these like super flattering, but I do have a smaller chest. The bras do have quite a bit of support and coverage though, I think. You also think in the long sleeve, if you're in between, you could probably get away with sizing up in this one. I like the way the small fits, but it is really tight. So if you're kind of wanting to get like a little bit of a looser and maybe slightly more coverage, you could probably size up on this. The sports bra does have adjustable straps in the back, and both the long sleeve and the sports bra kind of have like a little keyhole cutout design. Long sleeve doesn't have pads in it, but it is like really thick and double layered. Here's how the shorts and the long sleeve fit. I personally love the look of a shorts and long sleeve combo. This on a leg day is just like one of my favorite combos. Like I was saying, as you can see, the long sleeve definitely has less coverage, but it is really, really flattering. I'm wearing a small in this long sleeve as well. I love the open back keyhole design. Also, I just have to say, out of this collection, this colorway is definitely the stretchiest. I feel like there's just usually a colorway in every collection that, I don't know what it is, it just comes out a little bit stretchier with the color, the dye, or whatever. And this one is definitely the stretchiest. I definitely wouldn't want to have a medium in this colorway. If you're someone that likes a longer short, then you would really like these ones because these actually do have a good like mid-thigh length to them, which I like because you have a lot of room under the glutes. I do personally just pull them up a little bit and kind of give them more of that like true mid-thigh look. Definitely one of my favorite collections, definitely a go-to. Love the scrunch on these. All right, moving into the Adapt Camo. Out of everything on this rack, I have to say this is my favorite outfit. This pink is just so perfect. The waistband hits in just the perfect spot. I would say that this is a little bit more, it's kind of like in between that mid-rise and high-rise. I don't want to completely call it a mid-rise, but I don't have to fold this over, which is really nice because with the Adapt Animal, I do end up folding over the waistband just a little bit. This one hits just at the perfect spot. And these ones do also have a scrunch in it. Same scrunch as the Adapt Animal. I do feel like these ones fit just slightly less tight than the Animal, but I will say if you have the Animal and you sized up in this one, I would probably just stick with sizing up in this one as well. I'm also wearing a small in both of these pieces. And one thing about the Adapt Camo is I do think it has the better sports bra option. I mean, look at the back of this bra. That is so stinking cute, so flattering for back day, literally flattering for any workout. Like, it just snatches the back so well. And every strap, all three of these, including this one right here, is adjustable, which is so nice. You can really just adjust this and make it fit perfect. I also do think that this has slightly bigger coverage, but it still looks really flattering. It has this just like slight dip up detail in the front that I think really just like flatters your abs. This set is like a 10 out of 10 for me. And the camo in it is very subtle detail. You honestly couldn't even really tell it's camo, I don't necessarily think. It just kind of looks like a cool design. I was so excited about the pink, I almost forgot to show you guys the other colors. We have this pretty brown, and then this one is kind of in between a black and a gray. I'd say it's more like a charcoal gray than a black. I have worn all the colors, and I do think that the brown and the pink fit the same, where the black has just like a slightly tighter feel, just quite not as stretchy as the pink and the brown. I'm also gonna put the shorts on for you guys because they do fit a little bit different than the Animal. So the main difference with these shorts is that they are slightly shorter. So I actually kind of prefer these shorts because I feel like they are like the length that I usually end up pulling the Animal up to. So I don't really pull these ones down at all. I just kind of keep them like this is their full length right here, which is honestly like my perfect ideal length. We have good coverage in the back. And these also have the same like waistband height, more of that slightly mid-rise, just like the leggings do. And then they also have the scrunch in the back. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that Gymshark has done a pink like this. Such a pretty pink. If you are a pink girl, then you 100% need this one in your wardrobe. And if you like more of the neutral colors, those do also come in the sports bra as well if you want to get the full set. I really recommend this sports bra. It also does come with pads in it, which is nice. I usually always take the pads out of my bras, but on this one I actually left it in. The pad is really nice because it takes up like the whole spot, where I think sometimes if the pad is too small in the sports bra, you can kind of like see the outline of it, where I think the pad in this one is just like a really like seamless look. Okay, these pieces were honestly a very like sneaky drop to the Gymshark site. I didn't even know they were dropping. I actually didn't even know they were on the site until some of you guys like DM me a picture of these like, hey, what's this? And I was like, great question. I don't know. We have this new pattern, this new colorway to the Adapt collection. It's honestly really cool. I'm hoping that it's showing up well on camera. I really like this kind of like maroony, pinky with the black. Like this pattern is really cool. Also feel like this is a good like winter piece. One thing is they did not drop these in leggings and I don't know why. I don't know if they're like eventually gonna drop or if this was kind of, I don't know. But they do not have these in leggings. So if you like this, you will have to get them in the shorts. They fit exactly like the pink camo shorts. So they have that scrunch in the back. The waistband is kind of more like that mid-rise, which I love. And then we also have this cute little zip-up piece. A little bit of a V-neck zip-up. It does have thumb holes, which is nice. There wasn't like a sports bra included in this pattern, but there is this little like square-necked crop tee, which Gymshark has done before. I think they dropped this in like one of the older animal collections. Comes in 2 colorways. They honestly look very similar. This one is just like a brownish with the black, and then this one is more of that maroon. And I honestly don't need both of these, so stay tuned till the end because we may or may not be doing a giveaway. But yeah, super cool, very cute. I feel like it kind of has a little bit of like an edgy look to it. For the last member of the Adapt family, we have the Adapt Fleck, one of my all-time favorite collections, truly. If you're not a fan of the butt scrunch, then these are the ones for you. I'm actually really glad that they did one without the scrunch too. We have some really good colorways in this collection too. I'd say this is a very like neutral collection. We have coconut white, a maroon, a brown, and then this really pretty green. I'm also wearing a small in all of these pieces. I do think out of all of these, the Fleck is probably the most true to size. I definitely wouldn't want to do a medium in this. Sports bra is also one of my favorites. It kind of has that same like dip up like the camo one does. And then the back is all open. Nice halter moment. This one isn't adjustable, but they really did just like nail the tightness of this neck strap. It doesn't feel too tight. It doesn't feel like it's gonna start hurting after a while, but it's also like not loose. Like I feel like I could deadlift or like be bending over and it's not gonna like fall open, you know? There is also a tank top option in this collection, which is nice, and it does have a shelf bra in here. It doesn't have pads, but it does give just like that extra layer of support. This bra does come with removable pads in it. I was wearing this one at the start of the video. I really like these. They hit at like a really nice spot on your waistband where you could layer it over the leggings like really seamlessly, which I have been loving doing lately. That is gonna wrap up the Adapt family. Like I said, I'm wearing a small in everything I showed you guys here. Yeah, let's move on. Moving into Gymshark's most recent drop and honestly one of my new favorite collections. I really just feel like this is some of Gymshark's best work yet, honestly. This is the Soft Sculpt collection, and Gymshark actually did a launch of this probably about a year ago now, but they really elevated it like crazy with this one. It was so soft and so comfortable last year, but it is just insanely soft, insanely stretchy, and insanely comfortable. I also just think this is one of the best color palettes. Get you guys a little up close. I have on the maroon colorway. I think on the website they called it brown, but this is definitely more of like a maroon color. We have maroon, like a lilac purple, a navy blue, and green. Oh yeah, and there's also a black colorway as well. This has been my go-to because it is just so comfortable. This material is like a second skin. It is so stretchy and really just molds to your body. There's absolutely no contouring, there's no scrunch, but it's still like one of their most flattering collections. Like once you put this where you want it, it's not moving. You won't be having to pull this up or move this around or like adjusting this during a workout. This was definitely advertised as more of like a lounging, running errands, like more of just like a softer collection, but I actually love this in the gym so much. I just love that I know I'm just not going to be having to adjust it or like worry about it at all during my workout. I've actually been running in these leggings a lot because they're just so comfortable. There's nothing worse when you're running and you can just like feel your legging is kind of slipping down and you're having to adjust them and pull them up. My runs are hard enough, and that is the last thing I want to be doing and worried about. So even though these were not advertised for running at all, I actually think these are like my favorite running leggings. I'm wearing a small in everything in this collection, and I find it so true to size. I do actually think I could probably wear an extra small in this sports bra just because I do have a small chest. I think the extra small would just like maybe look a little bit more flattering, but this does fit me perfect. It's not squeezing around my like lats or anything, which is really nice. Sometimes I like sizing down for like the flattering aspect, but then I end up kind of paying for it in like the tightness part right here. Straps are super simple and adjustable. This does also kind of like slightly like curve up in the back, which I think is cute. For the bottoms, I would not recommend sizing up or sizing down at all. I think these are so true to size. I especially would not be sizing up. I think you could get away with sizing down. Like I definitely could get an extra small on me, but it would like shear out a little bit. They are a thinner, stretchier material, but I do find them squat proof. I know I'm not gonna like claim that they are because I know that there's some people like that have told me a legging isn't squat proof, but I find it squat proof. So sometimes I don't like, besides the Adapt, that one I will claim is squat proof. Or like this one, I feel like sometimes it can just depend. The only colorway that I think can be slightly sheer if you're like squatting or deadlifting would be the black. But all the other colors I've done leg day in and I didn't find them see-through at all. Hi, Buki. This t-shirt is one of my favorite pieces in this collection. I have just been loving a fitted tee with a legging lately. Like that is my go-to outfit. I just think it's so flattering. Once you add a fitted tee with your leggings, I feel like it really just slims your waist. It makes the glutes pop. This has been just like my go-to leg workout outfit. I am obsessed with this right now. And then when you layer on the jacket, it is just like a triple threat. It really doesn't get much better than this. These are actually probably my favorite zip-ups that Gymshark has ever done. The stretch and softness of them, you just can't beat it. These do also have thumb holes, but like, I mean, look how good this is. Again, slims the waist, makes the glutes pop. For me, this is like the ultimate 10 out of 10 gym fit for the winter especially. I feel like this color is just like the most perfect fall winter color. And then like a fitted zip up with the leggings. This gets a 10 out of 10 right here. This does also come in like shorts and flares. The shorts are definitely like on the shorter side a little bit, but they are just so flattering and look so good. Same with these flares. These flares are insane. I almost forgot to talk about these cute tops as well. So many top options in this collection. You guys saw how the sports bra fits. That comes in every colorway. And then there's also these little cap sleeves top. They kind of look weird off, but on, these are so cute and flattering. I actually think that these look really cute even paired with like a jean or something. And then we have a tank top that has an open back. Love a halter moment, and it does have a shelf bra in there as well. No pads in it, but again, just that extra layer is nice. For the sake of time on this video, this is gonna be the only colorway I try on. But if you wanna see the other colorways in these pieces, my last try on haul, I tried on every single colorway and every single piece. So if this is one that you're like really interested in, then check out my last Gymshark haul. Literally has all of this stuff in it. But I do want to show you guys this set. This one is actually in the Everyday Seamless collection, which is really similar to the Soft Sculpt. I'd say it's just a little bit like thinner, and it kind of has more of like a sleeker feel, where this one is just like that really soft touch. But I have to try this on for you guys because I wore this to the gym yesterday actually, and I'm obsessed with it. Anytime Gymshark is dropping a leggings fitted tee combo, I'm there. Like I said, this is my new favorite, and this was another sneaky drop where I didn't even know it was dropping, and I saw it on the site and I was like, Wait, I need that. This one is the Everyday Seamless Contrast. So it fits just like the Everyday Seamless, just has that contrast on there because they added this like stripe detail down the leg and down the side of the shirt. Just so cute. I actually really, really love that detail. They have it on the top of the waistband here too. So if you were to wear just like a black sports bra or something, that would be really cute paired with this black. This is another go-to legging for running because it fits the same, as in like it doesn't move around, it's not sliding down like that second skin kind of material. The biggest difference between these two is that this one is just gonna be like a bit thinner and kind of like a slight more performance feel, where like I was saying, this one just kind of has that really soft, like cozy vibe to it. I also think the Everyday Seamless can be slightly more sheer than this one, since it is just like the slightest bit thinner. I did do legs in this outfit though, and I thought it was fine. Lives checked from the back, he said it was all good. But again, I will say with like the Everyday Seamless black colorway, it is going to be like a little bit more sheer. But I definitely recommend checking out like the Everyday Seamless collection. Like if you just search on Gymshark Everyday Seamless, I feel like they've really expanded it. It used to just be like a very plain legging, but they came out with like this one with the stripe. They've come out with some that have just like a little bit like a logo right here on the leg. It's also one of Gymshark's like most affordable leggings. They do have a slight contour actually under the glute right here. It's so subtle and really not that noticeable, but it does do a little something. I'm wearing a small in both of these, and I do think they fit very true to size. I definitely would not be sizing down in this collection, or honestly up, because you could be getting like a little bit too much fabric through here. So very true to size. Stick with your normal on this one. All right, now moving into the Apex family, which is really cool to say because the Apex used to just be like one piece, but now there is like a whole range of Apex pieces. I also grabbed a couple Elevate pieces to show you guys too. Starting off with the Annalise Apex collection. This one's special because she got to kind of make this one her own. And there is stock in these, which is exciting because I feel like not a lot of people knew they restocked. When they first dropped, they sold out really fast, and then they restocked, and there's still some on the site. So this is gonna be a really cool one that you can pick up during the sale. The red colorway is my favorite. It also comes in a navy blue and a black. But this red is just so good. I really love all the details on the Apex. There's contour under the glutes and then down the side of the leg. And these ones do also have a slight scrunch in the butt, which I think is super flattering. I'm wearing a small in both of these, and these fit perfect. I would not size up or down. Again, I think this is super true to size. This is definitely one that I think is gonna go fast. So if this is like one that you've been eyeing, I would jump on the Apex, especially these pieces, right away. I believe in the sports bra, some of the sizes were missing. So if your size is gone in the sports bra, you can also grab the red minimal bra. It is like the same red, it matches perfectly, and it honestly fits really similar to this one. Really similar coverage, and this one has the halter back. The biggest difference between this red one and this one is this one has like the adjustable neck strap, where this one has like removable straps in the back, so you can make this one a halter, or you can kind of like keep these straps on here. Then we also got the long sleeve. I love me a long sleeve. I actually just posted a video in this outfit like 2 days ago now, and I had a lot of questions on this outfit. And then the other two colorways is this blue. I love the blue on blue, navy with this bright blue detail. And then we have the black with the gray detail. And these ones also have the matching sports bra and the matching long sleeves if you want to do these colors in the set. Also love this blue long sleeve. The next member of the family, we have Apex Lift. I honestly am so surprised that there is even stock left in this. It makes me so excited that you guys can get this on sale, because the first time that these dropped, they sold out so fast, and I have gotten so many DMs about these. So the fact that you guys can still get them and on sale is so exciting. These look really cool from the front, but honestly, the best part about these leggings is the back. I am obsessed with the back of these. I love how it dips down just slightly in the back, and then you also have these contour lines. Like, this really just makes the glutes look so good. In terms of sizing for these, I'm wearing a size small, and I feel like the small fits me really well. I know some people were sizing down in these. Understand why, because I think an extra small like waistband would fit me better, but the only thing is when you're sizing down, the leg itself is also getting tighter. So I just wouldn't want like the extra small through my thighs. Like it fits really perfect through my thighs and through my glutes. It's just around the waist where I think I would like a little bit more compression. It honestly isn't bad though. I still really like the way it fits. Just know that these aren't going to be the most compressive legging, especially around your waist and through here. I don't find these sheer, but I do think if I size down, then I might find them a little bit sheer, especially in the black colorway. You guys know sometimes black just tends to be a little bit more on the sheer side, especially when it's like a thinner, stretchier legging. But this black colorway is really cool. Like I love this blue on the black. It pops so well. It's kind of giving like superhero vibes, I feel like. I don't have the matching tops for these. I think there's only long sleeve matching tops if I remember right, but there is minimal bras that match these really well. Like this one is the halter minimal bra, so this one is adjustable around the neck, which I love, and it is like the same color as this like cherry purple kind of color. And then there is also a blue that matches really well with this. One trick that I would do on the Gymshark website is whatever the color name is, if you're looking for a match, search that color name, because Gymshark drops so many different pieces in the same colorways, so you can really mix and match even collections if you wanted to. So if you're looking for like good matches to things, I would definitely recommend just searching that color, and I guarantee so much will pop up. These ones also come in shorts, which I love the shorts as well. They're a really nice length. And one thing about these is they are not squeezing your thigh at all, which I really appreciate. Sometimes shorts can just be like squeezing too tight. So these are just really comfortable, really flattering. Really like these ones as well. And the last member of the Apex family, I feel like this one is kind of like the OG Apex. Fit and material is really similar to like the Apex that dropped years ago. They've definitely gotten like stretchier and nicer though. These are so stretchy and comfortable. This is a small and these fit perfect. I love the fit of these. The back has a lot of like contour lines, but they're super flattering. The Apex is another one that is just like my go-to for high intensity workouts. Those runs, HIIT workouts, they also don't like slip down or anything. They also just have like a really good performance feel to them. This one also comes in this navy blue green colorway. This one is so fun. I really like this colorway. They do also both come with matching sports bras. Personally for me, since the leggings is just kind of like a lot going on, like there's a lot of lines and the colors are bright, I like to keep the sports bra simple. So with this one, with the white lines, I think the white sports bra looks really good. Also, I recommend checking out the Everyday Seamless long sleeves. There's a white colorway that looks really good with this. It's like a really good running fit for me is the long sleeve with the leggings. This colorway, you could also grab one of these minimal bras. This green, I haven't worn this yet, but I got this green sports bra thinking of these leggings. Like that is so cute. Or you could tone it down a little bit and do like the matching navy. Also very, very cute. These ones come in shorts as well. Since it's winter, I'm definitely wearing leggings a lot more, but in the summer, I was running in these a lot. Moving on to the Activate collection. This is seriously one of Gymshark's most slept on collections. I never see anyone talking about it. I never really see anyone wearing it, and it is one of my favorites. It isn't a part of the Apex collection, but I just threw it in with this one because I feel like the look of it kind of fits the vibe of Apex, but I feel like the material wise is kind of like if Adapt and Apex had a baby because it's more of that like thicker knit material, but it definitely has more stretch than the Adapt. So it's kind of like an in-between of these two, which is honestly perfect. I wish that they had more colors and more pieces in this. The only two colors in this collection is this like cherry brown and then this bright like cobalt, is that how you say that? Kind of like a cobalt purple, royal blue. Honestly, really pretty color. I want to get these in the shorts as well. But this collection is so stretchy. It fits very true to size. These are both a size small, and this is like my perfect fit right here. It's like a really good mix of that compressiveness and stretch all together. The waistband kind of dips down and the ribbing on it goes down a little bit lower too, which I really like. I feel like how the seam dips down is actually really flattering, and then the rib detailing, since it kind of goes lower, you have like good lower tummy control, which I think is nice because some waistbands, it can be just like really tight up top, and then like, I don't know, sometimes it's nice for the ribbing to go down a little bit lower. This collection is really nice if you're like starting to run outside and it's a little bit colder. It's a perfect mix of like breathability, but also like a thicker knit that'll keep you warmer. This collection has shorts, the leggings, and then there's this long sleeve. There's also a sports bra. I don't have the sports bra, but it is really cute. But I love this long sleeve. I actually like that it's a little bit longer, so you can layer it over the waistband. You guys know I love that. And the back of these does have a scrunch. It's honestly a really like low-key scrunch. It's not super aggressive or anything, but it does make these really flattering. And then it also has this like V taper with the seams. So kind of a lot of contour, but it's also very subtle at the same time. I highly, highly recommend this collection. Like I said, it's so slept on, so I feel like a lot of people don't know about it. So now you know, and I highly recommend. All right, on to the Vital Seamless family. This is like Gymshark's OG collections. You know, collections come and go, but Vital Seamless has like always been a staple collection for Gymshark. They've really just upgraded it, changed it, and elevated it so much over the years. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that the Vital Seamless family is like has the most pieces out of anything on the Gymshark website. Starting off with my favorite, this is the Vital Soft. This collection actually just came out this year. I actually was a part of like the very first shoot for it. I was like a cave woman. I'm gonna pop in a picture. This red onesie is a very special piece to me because of that. But Vital Seamless was never really a staple collection for me until this Vital Soft. What they did is made this so stretchy and so thin and just so like molding to your body. They added the scrunch in the back. And I think this fixes like the biggest like problem that a lot of people had with Vital is it just wasn't flattering on the glutes. Like it fit well everywhere except for the glutes. It just couldn't like sculpt it enough to be flattering. So now that it has a scrunch, it is so flattering. I'm wearing a small in all of these pieces and they all fit very true to size. I love the fit of these. This green just dropped a couple months ago and I have gotten so many compliments on this green. It kind of has like a navy blue like hue to it as well. I think the design is called marled, like it's got like the little marl lines in it, and so it's like a mix of like emerald green and navy blue. All these little contour lines down the side and front of the quad, and then around the glutes are also in that navy blue color. I love the contouring lines of Vital Seamless. I just find this one, especially down the quad, so flattering. I really feel like it emphasizes the quads so much. This is another really good collection for like in and out the gym. I would 100% do any workout in these, honestly, but I also feel like I could run errands in this outfit. I could lounge around in this outfit, especially with the tank. I really like this tank top. It does have like a built-in shelf bra in here as well, so you have that extra support. Super simple straps down the back. Even though the Vital Soft is like somewhat newer, they have so many colors out in it now. All of these are Vital Soft except for this one. This is like the regular 2.0 Vital. So this one, honestly, the fabric feels really similar. Honestly, probably the same, I'd say. Like it has the same stretchiness and same like thin, like same like thickness. It just doesn't have the scrunch. So I'm actually glad that they also kept making the Vital 2.0 because I know there's people that don't like butt scrunches or like they prefer this one, so they're still making these ones. Oh wait, this pink is also the Vital 2.0. So this one also doesn't have the scrunch, but there is this darker pink that does have the scrunch. I was looking through the site to kind of just like make sure like things I talk about are still in stock, and I was really excited to see that this blue and red and then this gray all still have stock left, and this was like the original Vital Soft drop, so the one that I was a part of, I think that was like back in like April or May now. But these are like three of my favorite colors. I honestly think that this red is the best red that Gymshark has ever done. It's just like so solid and bright, and it's so pretty. I also really love this blue. I also think that this is one of the best blues Gymshark has ever done. So usually, since I'm like always getting the new drops, I'm kind of always wearing the new stuff, but I still like all the time wear like these, the red and blue especially, but I also still wear this gray a lot. So I'm really excited that those are all still in stock too. And there is a couple different like sports bra options. This one is my personal favorite. It is just like very, very simple, and it has the 3 adjustable straps in the back. I love when that one is adjustable. I honestly didn't grab many of the shorts to show you guys. I way prefer the leggings when it comes to Vital Soft and Vital Seamless. I do like the ones with the scrunch in it, but honestly the Vital Seamless shorts aren't usually my go-to. The leggings are, but I wouldn't say the shorts are like my first reach. I would definitely go for more of like the Adapt or the Apex before the Vital. Okay, these two pieces I wouldn't usually wear together, but I definitely really wanted to show you guys both of these pieces. Starting off with the bottoms, these are the Vital Seamless Flares. They fit like the Vital Soft, like that really stretchy, thinner fabric, but these ones do not have the scrunch in the back. But honestly, they're still so flattering. I don't think that these even need the scrunch. I wanted to show you these ones because even though these are called flares, I feel like these ones kind of fit like more of a straight leg, which is my personal like favorite. Sometimes I don't like when the flare is really big, but this one, like it's tight through your knee and then it just slightly flares out around the ankle. I love the look of that. A lot of the other flares, the flare kind of starts around the knee, which is also really cute, but I don't know, personally, I like the look of these ones a little bit better. If you like more of the like bigger flare, then I would go for the soft sculpt flare or like the Whitney legging one. Those are also really good options for flares, but this one is definitely one of my favorites. Also, I like that these ones are like a solid black. Usually with the Vital Seamless, most of the colors are in like that marl look. So in the past, the black was kind of like a gray look to it almost, where with these ones, they took out that marl design and they're just like a solid black. And then this top, I was raving about this on my Instagram the other day because it is like my new favorite running top. It is getting really cold here, but I still like running outside, and this is perfect. This one is actually a part of the Vital Warm collection. So we have Vital 2.0, Vital Soft, and then this one is Vital Warm. So they made this one more of like a thicker knit material, a little bit softer, not as like athletic feeling as the other Vital pieces. You have the Vital Warm in the leggings as well. Yeah, this is so nice. It has thumb holes. It's a good length where you can layer it over your leggings, and then it has this like slight turtleneck, which honestly I think is really freaking cute, but it also just helps keep you a little bit warmer. We were on the track for like a night run the other day, so it was really cold, and then it also ended up pouring rain on us, and I actually didn't even get cold in this, and I did end up taking my jacket off and just running in this, and it was perfect. And the Vital Warm also comes in a zip up as well, which is also really good for running because you can zip it up to be more of like a high neck piece as well. It is a little bit shorter, so it's not quite as long as this one. It's a little bit more of a cropped length. And then I also got to give a shout out to the Vital 2.0 long sleeve and zip up. These are two of like my all-time favorite pieces, and they have been for so long because Gymshark has had these perfected forever. Like they haven't even need to make changes to these two pieces because they're actually perfection. They're so just like thin and stretchy. They layer over everything so perfectly. Also, this colorway is just like stunning. I was surprised to see that the two onesies in the Vital Seamless collection were still in stock. I kind of forgot that I had these, to be honest, and now that I remembered them, I really want to wear them again. Don't hold me to this because I don't know for sure, but I kind of feel like maybe some of the older colorways, like the red and the blue and the gray, since they are older, they might be on like a bigger discount. So definitely, if you like these ones, keep your eye out for these. The onesie has like really nice ribbing all through the middle. It kind of looks funny off because of it, but it's got all this ribbing through here, so it really like snatches your waist. Alright, let's talk cozy pieces. Probably my favorite part of this video because I love cozy pieces. Gymshark does gym clothes really well, but they also do cozy sweat sets really well. This is by far, I'm trying to back up so you guys can like see my feet too, but this is by far Gymshark's best like sweat set launch yet. This is the Cozy Luxe collection, and they really just nailed everything we've been wanting in a sweat set with this one. There's been so many sweatpants that have come out in the past that once you like dry them, you can't even wear them again because they end up being just like short, tight around the calves, like they just look weird. These are absolutely perfect. These are cuffed at the end, but they're still long, they're baggy all the way through, which we love. And I have washed and dried these and they did not shrink. Finally, they did not shrink. And not only that, this is literally the softest sweat set they've ever done. Like I'm seriously not being dramatic or exaggerating. The inside of this is so soft even after I've washed, dried it, everything. The outside too, also so soft. The Gymshark branding is so minimal, literally just little Gymshark right there, little Gymshark right here, simple. This is like exactly what we've been needing from them. They delivered. I'm like obsessed with this zip up too. I love that the band isn't tight. Sometimes when they're like awkwardly tight and you're trying to layer like a t-shirt, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't look right. Also, I feel like this is a nice cropped length. There is also a full-size hoodie, and then I think there's a cropped crew neck as well. The zip up's my favorite. I think the zip ups are just really nice to like wear to the gym. You can like easily take it off and on. If you're someone that like has a slick back bun or a slick anything, sometimes the hoodie can just be a hassle. So I really appreciate the zip up. And the colors that this comes in are perfect. We have a dark gray, a blue, a maroon. I feel like I'm missing one. And then just this one. So four colorways. And it also comes in long, like flared sweatpants as well. I really love these, but I like the cuffed ones more because these are so long. So if you are tall, you are gonna absolutely love these because even with a thick sneaker on, these are dragging on the ground. I'm 5'4", so yes, very long on these. So they got the tall girls covered with this. Like when the cuffed ones are long too, like there's a lot of room at the ankle still. I'm wearing a large in the zip up and medium in these sweatpants, and I love the fit of this. I do think size up in the top if you want it a little bit more baggy. I think the large is like a really perfect amount of oversized. I do have a medium in another color, and that one fits me too, but I do just like how the large fits better. And I do think you could stick true to size on the bottoms if you don't want them to be baggy. Like I said, this is a medium, and I really like this bagginess. If you want them to be a little bit less baggy, you could just stick with your normal, or you could do the like roll look. The roll looks really cute too. And we have the Sherpa puffer vest. I think that the zip up is a good layering piece for this vest because they're like the same length of cropped, because sometimes with the crop vest, like if this were to be a long zip up, I don't think it would look right, but since these are like the same length, I think this looks really cute. If you're planning on layering the vest with like a hoodie like this, I would size up. This is a small, and I think it would fit better with the sweatshirt if it was a medium, but I do think that the small vest looks better if you're wanting to layer it with more just like a tighter long sleeve. Then I would stick with your normal. But if you're wanting to layer this with like hoodies and sweatshirts, size up to a medium. This is cute. I like this. This does have the cinching on the side too, so if you wanted to like zip it and then like crop it in tight, you can do that with this. I really like the way this winter coat layers as well. I feel like this is kind of a, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a unique winter coat. The material on it is, it's like swishy, but not like the loud kind of swishy. Like it's a soft swishy. It's also a nice thickness. It's not like super marshmallowy and puffy. It's kind of, I'd say like slightly thinner, but it'll still be warm. This is a medium, and I think this is a really good size for layering like hoodies and stuff. But again, if you wanted to just layer it with like thinner pieces, you could probably just stick to your normal. I think this is a pretty like oversized fit for being a medium, but it does have the cinches in this one as well. So like if I wanted to zip it, and which I probably would if I were to like zip this, I'd probably like cinch it a little bit. Okay, I know this video is getting long, so I'm going to try to kind of rapid fire through these sweat sets. But this one is the Power Washed sweat set, and this is another one of my favorites. Also, I feel like kind of slept on, but it has the Gymshark logo across the butt, and it's kind of like, how would you describe that? It's kind of like patches on there, like a distressed look. And then it's also on the back of the hoodie as well. This is another one that I have washed and dried, and again, it didn't shrink, and we love that. I have on medium bottoms, and this is a large hoodie. I do recommend sizing up in this hoodie if you want an oversized fit. I think this large fits really nice. It does kind of have the cuffed waistband, which actually I think looks good with this set because it kind of like nicely like slouches over, if that makes sense. But if you want that look, I would size up, because I think if this was like a small or medium, I wouldn't like the tightness of this band. And these are also really long pants. Not quite as long as the sweat set pants. I do think even with a thick sneaker that these ones would probably drag a little bit. But when I wear these, I just kind of tuck them in my sock or in my shoe so they're not dragging, but I can still kind of have that like flared look. The set comes in really good colors. There's this like washed pink, there's a washed green, a black. I think that's it actually. But this is like a really good set. The material of it is just really nice too. If you like a sweat set that's not fuzzy on the inside, then this one would be the one for you. I couldn't not mention these pants in this video. The blue color that I have on right now is sold out. I was going to show you guys the black, but I just washed them because I was traveling with them. But this is one of my most worn pants ever. Literally every single trip I go on, I pack these pants. They're called the Stitch Feature Pants, and they're women's. They do have them in the men's section as well, and they do fit the same. So if like you're watching this and the women's ones sold out, check out the men's ones as well. But anyways, this is just like the thinnest. They're really stretchy. They're so comfortable and breathable. My favorite part is they have this like cinch at the bottom, so you can kind of like cuff them and wear them long, and they still kind of like, since they're so long, they fold over themselves, so they don't look super cuffed at the bottom even though I have them cinched. Or you could like uncinch it and have them more like a straight leg fit, or a bootleg fit, I guess. Honestly, if you get one thing from this video, it might have to be these. Like, these are seriously one of my most worn items ever. I have them in every color, and like I said, every single trip I pack these because they're such a go-to pant. Like this, a sneaker, and then I'll always pair it with like a tight zip-up like track top, and you just can't beat it. You look put together, but you're comfortable. It's a 10 out of 10. Definitely more of like that louder, swishier kind of track pant, but it's also really warm. It has like a lining on the inside. Let me just show you guys. There's like extra lining on the inside, so it is really warm. And it also has the cinch around the ankle. I have this one cinched right now. I'm wearing a large top and medium bottoms. These ones honestly do fit like oversized, so if you're not wanting them to be super oversized, you don't really need to size up in this one. But yeah, this is how a medium and large fit. I would size up in the top. I think that is going to wrap up this haul. I'm honestly nervous that this is like way too long. I really hope this was helpful. I had fun showing you guys like all my favorite pieces. I feel like this was like a mix of showing you guys all my favorite pieces and kind of like a Gymshark 101, like a Gymshark class, like going over all the different collections and everything. But please feel free to comment if you have any questions or if I missed anything. I will definitely be in the comments chatting with you guys, so please ask away and let me know what you pick up, what your favorite piece is. Make sure you guys use code Alli10 at checkout. It'll save you 10% and support your girl. And also, if you've made it this far, we're gonna do a little giveaway. I actually got sent like a bunch of extra pieces in the soft sculpt, and I've been really purging my closet lately. So if you wear like a size small in Gymshark, I'm going to send you a bunch of clothes. Some of them may be worn like once or twice, but a lot of them are honestly brand new. So to enter the giveaway, comment your favorite piece from this video with, we'll go 3 cheetah emojis, and that's how I'll know. That's how I'll know if you're part of the giveaway, the cheetah emojis. And make sure you like this video and you're subscribed. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.